Here's a complete background on Donald J. Trump, covering his early life, business career, media presence, and political rise. Early life and education. Born June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York City. Parents: Fred Trump, real estate developer, and Mary Ann McLeod Trump. Education. Attended New York Military Academy. Studied at Fordham University for 2 years. Transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in 1968 with a B.S. in economics. Business career. Trump Organization took control of his father's real estate and construction firm in the 1970s. Projects. Developed or branded luxury buildings, casinos, and hotels, e.g., Trump Tower in NYC, Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. Licensed his name globally for various ventures, e.g., Trump Steaks, Trump University. Bankruptcies. Several Trump businesses filed for bankruptcy, not personal bankruptcies but business reorganizations. Media and celebrity. Books. Authored many books, including the best-selling The Art of the Deal, 1987. TV. Host of NBC's reality show The Apprentice, 2004-2015, which boosted his national fame. Known for his outspoken and often controversial style, frequent media appearances, and use of Twitter. Political career. Presidential campaigns. 2016. Ran as a Republican, defeating Hillary Clinton. Campaign centered on Make America Great Again, immigration reform, trade protectionism, and nationalism. First U.S. president with no prior military or government service. 2020. Lost re-election to Joe Biden. Refused to concede, claiming widespread election fraud, unsubstantiated. The dispute culminated in the January 6 Capitol riot, leading to his second impeachment. He was acquitted both times by the Senate. 2024 election. Won the Republican nomination again and defeated Biden in a historic non-consecutive term victory. Became the 47th president, taking office in January 2025. Policies and actions. First term highlights, 2017-2021. Major tax reform in 2017. Deregulation of environmental and business laws. Withdrew the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accord and Iran nuclear deal. Appointed 3 Supreme Court Justices: Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, Barrett. Controversial immigration policies, including the border wall and travel bans. Second term, 2025-present. Renewed focus on foreign policy realignment, including outreach to Middle Eastern powers. More isolationist stance in global economic affairs. Strained relations with tech and manufacturing companies over outsourcing. Personal life. Marriages. Ivana Trump, 1977-1992, 3 children. Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric. Marla Maples, 1993-1999, 1 child. Tiffany. Melania Trump, married in 2005, 1 child. Barron. Religion. Raised Presbyterian. Net worth. Estimates vary. As of 2024, Forbes estimated it to be around $2.6 billion. Legal issues. Faced numerous investigations and lawsuits over the years, including allegations of fraud, Trump University. Civil lawsuits involving business practices. Multiple indictments post-2020 related to election interference and classified documents, many still under litigation. President Donald Trump undertook a significant diplomatic tour of the Middle East from May 13 to 16, 2025, visiting Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE. This trip marked his first major overseas engagement since returning to office, focusing on deepening economic ties, advancing defense collaborations, and addressing regional geopolitical challenges. Saudi Arabia, May 13 to 14. Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) Summit. President Trump attended the GCC summit in Riyadh, engaging with leaders from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, and Oman. Discussions centered on regional security, economic cooperation, and technological partnerships. Economic and defense agreements. A landmark $600 billion package was unveiled, encompassing defense, artificial intelligence (AI), and economic initiatives. Notably, Saudi Arabia's state-owned AI company, Humane, announced significant investments in AI infrastructure, aiming to position the kingdom as a global AI hub. Cultural engagements. President Trump visited the Tarif World Heritage Site and attended a state dinner at the Royal Court Palace, emphasizing the strengthening of U.S.-Saudi relations. Qatar, May 14-15. Strategic meetings. In Doha, President Trump met with Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani at the Emiri Diwan, discussing bilateral relations and regional stability. Major deals. Qatar Airways announced a historic agreement to purchase up to 210 Boeing aircraft, marking one of the largest orders in the company's history. Defense contracts. Signed agreements totaling billions of dollars, including deals with Raytheon for counter-drone capabilities and General Atomics for MQ-9B unmanned aerial vehicles. Al Udeid Air Base investment. Qatar committed $10 billion to upgrade the Al Udeid Air Base, the largest U.S. military facility in the region, enhancing its strategic capabilities. State dinner and cultural exchange. A state dinner was held at Lusail Palace, where discussions included the transition of FIFA World Cup hosting duties to the United States. United Arab Emirates, May 15-16. Official welcome. Upon arrival in Abu Dhabi, President Trump was honored with a traditional Al-Ayala performance at Qasr Al-Watan, reflecting the UAE's rich cultural heritage. Historic mosque visit. In a first, the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque was closed to the public to host President Trump, underscoring the significance of his visit. High-level meetings. Met with President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, receiving the Order of Zayed, the UAE's highest civil decoration, symbolizing the deepening ties between the two nations. AI and economic initiatives. Data center agreement. The U.S. Department of Commerce announced a collaboration with Emirati AI firm G42 to establish the largest AI data center outside the United States in Abu Dhabi. Boeing aircraft deal. Etihad Airways confirmed the purchase of 28 wide-body Boeing aircraft, further strengthening U.S.-UAE economic relations. Interfaith engagement. Visited the Abrahamic Family House, an interfaith complex comprising a mosque, church, and synagogue, symbolizing the spirit of the Abraham Accords and promoting religious tolerance. Compass regional geopolitical context. Gaza conflict. During the tour, escalating violence in Gaza resulted in significant casualties. President Trump proposed transforming Gaza into a freedom zone, aiming to shift the region towards economic development and stability. Syria and Iran relations. Announced the easing of U.S. sanctions on Syria and expressed intentions to engage in nuclear agreement discussions with Iran, signaling a shift towards diplomatic engagement in the region.